With a lot of joy and gratefulness, I start now 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Only 3 chapters remaining now, 16, 17 and 18. 16th chapter is called as Daivāsura Sampad Vibhāga Yoga. Dev is a noun, Daiv is an adjective, Asur is a noun, and Asur is an adjective. So these are two adjectives combined together by Sandhi. Daiv, Asur, Sampad, Vibhāga, Yoga. Divine and demonic wealth, division or comparison, yoga. So yoga of a comparison of divine and demonic qualities that can be considered as wealths. So two kinds of wealths exist in the world. One are the demonic wealths, which are negative, obviously tamasic, negative, destructive, all those qualities and wealths. Then the other are divine, Devi, right? So what are those divine or demonic qualities or wealths? That is what Bhagavan Krishna is explaining now to Arjuna. First verse, chapter 16th, Daivāsura Sampad Vibhāga Yoga. So don't say Deva. So Dev is a noun, Dev is God or deity. Daiv is divine adjective, right? Alright, first verse. Abham Sattva Sanshuddhi Jnana Vyavasthiti Dhanam Damah Cha Yajnah Cha or Yajnah Cha Swadhyaya Arjavam. These are the great divine qualities. Daivi Sampad Vibhagyo. So Daivi Sampad these are the Daivi. What are the what? So Sri Bhagavan Uvach, blessed Lord spoke, one who is himself highest blessed can bless us all as well as I keep saying at the beginning of every chapter, Sri Bhagavan Uvach spoke. Thus spake Bhagavan Krishna. First great divine quality is Abhyam. If anyone has feared anything, no other quality that person can acquire according to the Bhagavad Gita. The first quality that we must have is Abhyam, fearlessness, courage, valiance, bravery, whatever word, Virta, all those words. Nirbhaya, no fear at all, right? No fear. Absence of fear, Abhyam. They're not even saying courage or sahas or Virta, right? They're saying Abhyam. Bhagavan is saying Abhyam. Non-existence of fear. You will have to acquire courage as a reaction to some fear. The fear itself must not exist. That's the real meaning of this word, Abhyam, excellent word. All words are excellent in the Bhagavad Gita. Also Sanskrit literature, Prakrit literature, Pali literature of the great Indian tradition. Traditions of largest library of libraries is India, as I have learned from Professor Sheldon Palak's work. He has, even though he has criticized Sanskrit and called it a dead language, which many Indians then, of course, rejected and criticized him for saying that. But one thing that I agree with Professor Sheldon Palak is that the Sanskrit was the lingua franca, the most commonly used language for thousands of years in India. It created the largest ever literature produced anywhere in the world for the longest time and for the longest duration, for the longest area in South Asia. From Gandhar to Varanasi to modern day Kolkata to Chennai and to Tiruvananthapuram, which is now Trivandrum. Tiruvananthapuram, right? The infinite lords of Tiruvananthapuram. Tiru is Lord, Anant, infinite Lord, Puram is abode. In the region buzzing with literary activities in just in Sanskrit, but we have the largest and longest and most exotic and exorbitant literature produced in Sanskrit, in Prakrit, in Pali, in Malayalam, in Tamil, in Telugu, in Kannada, and Marathi, and on and on, in Rajasthan, Gujarati, Bengali, and on, Avdi, Bhojpuri. So every state is a huge ocean. So India itself becomes an ocean of oceans. So in that grand ocean of oceans, a library of libraries, an encyclopedia of encyclopedias, we chose Bhagavad Gita, not just I, but Adi Shankaracharya was the first scholar, the great scholar, to write a one of the earliest, or probably the first commentary on the Bhagavad Gita, and then came Swami Vivekananda and Lokmanya Tilak and Mahatma Gandhi and Aurobindo and on and so many more. Pandurang Shastri, Athavale, Dadaji, so many people. Osho, the role, or they gave commentaries on the Bhagavad Gita. For example, Osho and Dadaji, they never wrote a single word, but they gave online comment. I mean, verbal commentaries, and people, their followers, their listeners, recorded every word that they spoke. So back to the Bhagavad Gita. Abhayam sattva sanchuddhi. Sattva. The highest is sattva, is the gist of all the highest qualities. Sanchuddhi, beauty, extreme beauty, right? Being, fearlessness. Then jnana vyavasthiti, in yoga and knowledge. Perseverance, extreme resilience in yoga and knowledge. Stability, steadfastness. Jnana vyavasthiti, station, seated, established. Dana, of course, donations, giving, charity, right? Self-control, restraint. Samadam dandabhed, we say in Chanakya Niti. So by control or by other means. So Daman comes, many other references. So Dana, Danacha, Yajnacha, of course, Yajna is not just putting things in fire and burning it. Yajna means to bring the entire society together, chant the mantras together, give some socio-spiritual activities together to uplift the entire society. They are all part of the process of Yajna. Swadhyaya, of course, the self-study, study of the self, study of the scriptures, as I just mentioned in the beginning of sometime back, just a few seconds back, that we have the largest and most expansive literature ever produced by mankind, by humankind. So Swadhyaya was always highlighted by our culture, and the Bhagavad Gita says these are the divine qualities. Swadhyaya and Tapa. Tapa is not just doing meditation and so on, but doing anything with focus, meditation, and so on. Of course, it involves austerities also, and so on. Tapasvi is one who has a determined knowledge, determined, and sacrifices everything else to attain that goal is tapa. And arjavam. Arjavam is connected with rujuta. Riju, simplicity. Innocence, simplicity, uprightness is riju. Arjavam are connected. Just as Rishi and Arsh are connected. Arsh Vidya was the Vidya of the Rishis. Rishi and Arsh are connected linguistically. Similarly, Riju and Arjavam are connected linguistically, same root. So Arjavam, simplicity. So that's the first verse of chapter 16. What are the divine qualities? Abhayam, fearlessness. Being, sattva sanchuddhi. Jnana yoga vyavasthiti, that is perseverance in yoga and knowledge. Dana, giving, philanthropy. Right? Dhamma, self-restraint. Yajna, sacrifice and socio-spiritual activities. Swadhyaya, study of sacred texts. Austerity, tapa, and arjavam, uprightness. So you see that Hinduism does not have this idea of charity, and Buddhism brought the idea of compassion into India. Will be mistaken because Dhanam is a celebrated quality, is a divine quality, as we just saw in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, first verse. Aham is the beginning of the divine qualities, and let's go to second verse now. More divine qualities. Ahimsa. So ahimsa is not just in Jainism or Buddhism, but ahimsa is also celebrated in the Bhagavad Gita. Non-violence, as you know. Sat, truthfulness. Akrodham, absence of anger. Complete absence of anger. Tyaga, of course, sacrifice. Shanti, calmness. Apaishunam. So you know the word apaishunam is not doing slandering activities. Chugalkhori, as it is said in Hindi Urdu. So not saying negatively about anything or anybody. Daya, of course, compassion. Daya bhuteshu, as I learned from Dadaji, Pandurang Shastri, Athavale, that daya is never for fellow human beings. Fellow human beings, you are equal to them. So you can't be having compassion and feeling superior than other less privileged human beings. Daya is for other beings, non-human species. You can show your compassion, but with your fellow human beings, you must have the sense of equality, not superiority or inferiority. So they are for human beings, but they are for bhuteshu, other non-human beings. Non-beings on the world, such as animals and birds and reptiles and so on. So for them, you should have daya, compassion. Daya bhuteshu. Tvam, not greediness. Lolo is being greedy of something or somebody. Loluptam, non-desire. Madham is gentleness, and modesty, that's a new word. Acham is unstable and flickering. So, Chapple, absence of fickleness, excellent qualities. These are all divine qualities. So, no violence, truth, absence of anger, renunciation, serenity, absence of calumny, compassion for all beings, freedom from desire, gentleness, modesty, absence of fickleness are all divine qualities. Verse third verse. Divine qualities. Radiance, kshama, forgiveness, dhriti, fortitude, shrichi, purity, freedom from malice, honesty, anita, absence of extreme pride, false pride. Sampadam Daivan. So these are now, he is concluding, Bhagavan Krishna is concluding the list of the divine qualities. These are all the Daivi Sampadam. These are all divine wealth, divine qualities. Abhijatasya Bharata, O Arjuna, you are born into this wealth of divine qualities, born to a divine destiny or divine qualities. So these are all the divine qualities. Verse now comes the negative demonic qualities. Dambha, false pride, hypocrisy. Darpa, arrogance. Abhimana, pride. Krodha, anger. Parashyam, insolence. Evacha, ajnana, of course, ignorance. Cha abhijatasya partha sampadam asurim. These are the demonic qualities. Verse 5th. Daivi sampad vimokshaya nidam asura mata. The divine qualities will lead you to moksha. The divine qualities will make you more in bondage. Ma shuchaha sampad avijata asi pandava. O Pandava, O son of Pandu, be sad, don't worry, ma shucha, don't worry, do not grieve. You are born into divine qualities, divine destiny, because you are part of the great lineage. So Bhagavan Krishna is always testing in psychology. He is not ever saying what rubbish you're talking or how stupidly you're behaving. You're a great person born into a divine destiny, divine lineage. So you already are destined to practice and pursue all these divine qualities, is what he's saying. Verse 6. Dhu bhut sarga lokesmin daiva asura evacha daiva vistata asura partha veshunu. O Partha, O Arjun, O son of Pritha, Kunti synonym is Pritha. O son of Pritha, O son of Kunti, listen to me now, Veshunu. Already I have spoken a lot in detail about the divine qualities, all these past 15 chapters. Now we want to talk about negative demonic qualities in this chapter, chapter 16th. So, both the Sarva Lokesmin, in this world there are two kinds of created beings in this world, one of divine qualities, one of demonic qualities. I have already explained the divine qualities, now I am going to explain the demonic qualities. Verse 7th. Jana na asura na charo na teshu vidyate. So the people of demonic quality, what kind of they are, they don't understand. Demonic people do not understand. Jana asura. So demonic quality people, the people with demonic qualities do not understand. No, Vidu. Vidu is to know Ved. Vedas are to know. Ved gives us the word Vidu. So that same root, Vidu, they do not know. What do they know? When to refrain from action, when to act, and when to act is one of the biggest qualities that we have to acquire according to the Bhagavad Gītā. If those make sense, we have demonic qualities. So we have to those demonic. So Pravritim, when to act, Pravritim, when not to act. That is the discrimination that we have to pursue in our mind. So then Shauchi, they don't have purity in their character. That good conduct also they are missing. They lack truthfulness, obviously. Teshu in them vidyate. It is known that they lack all these great qualities. No truth, no purity, no good conduct, and no discrimination when to act, when not to act. What an amazing set of qualities. And then 8th verse, then we stop and then we continue the next time. Satyam apratishtham jagat anishwaram. This is truthful, asatyam apratishtham. They have no stability, they have no basis. This world is in absent of any god. It has no gods. Anishwaram. This universe has no divinity. Samrutam. Kama. So this world runs on desires as people opposite come together and have intercourse or union. That is how God is created. That's it. There is no other higher or divine purpose in this world. Who say people who have demonic qualities say these things? What they say? They say universe is without truth, without basis, without divinity. It is caused by lust alone. So desires make the world running according to people of demonic qualities. So this completes our 8th verse for this time, and we'll carry on next time. Thank you.